It is Monday, the 6th of February. We are performing at Jollies at the George. Done it before way back when. Good show, decent show, lot of comedians, non-bringer, which is lovely. So yesterday I performed at the Ding Dong Gong show and passed, so that was fantastic for me. Really, just over the moon with how it went. I've looked back at the clip, and one of the bits of feedback that was on there was that probably what my bit wasn't punchy enough for a gong show, and I think that's right. I think when I looking back on it, as good as it was to get through, and the amount of stress that I was feeling with it, I think I'd have to admit and say that although the bit is good, it probably isn't suitable for that show. The problem I have is that I'm not sure, just naturally, the comedy that I'm trying to sort of do might not be suited for gong show. So that's why I'm actually, just like as a personal achievement, I'm so glad to have passed it, because I feel like, oh, if I go back now, if I do get gonged off, hopefully it won't be the worst feeling of all time. We'll see when we get there. Maybe it's all context on the day. But what that does mean now, it's imperative to make sure that any bits I do moving forward just has enough gags in it. Clearly there isn't enough jokes in it. It's not punchy enough, and that's okay, because it does work as a bit, and I do get some good feedback from it. But I am trying to step up here, and I'm trying to do better. So tonight we'll continue with our new bit, and we'll try and add some jokes here and there and change it and twist it. And I really like how it's going. I think it's got a lot of potential. But we'll see. I'm just in a good place right now, and I just hope that it kind of lasts. And I've got a gong show on the 27th of March, the King Gong show at the Comedy Store. So I think I'm going to use that as a target to try and get ready. So you can see a lot of vlogs like this, which is just basically going to be preparation for that, most likely. Yeah, hopefully tonight's a good one. Thanks for digging that hole. I've got to get myself out. Thanks. So I'm not saying this. Well, no. First of all, I'm your token act for this evening. Obviously, token fat guy. Come on now. Joking. I'm not saying this room isn't diverse, but I've got to be honest. Like, looking at this audience standing in front of you, I feel like I'm up for auction. That's on you, all right? You racist. No. Is that? We got any football fans here? Yeah. You must have seen this then. Did you see this thing that the Premier League put out this week? Right? They put out this thing, right? That is it's a list of all the most influential black people in football. They called it the blacklist. Like, and I wrote this down because I wanted to get the definition of a blacklist, just so I got it exactly right. So, a blacklist is a list of people or things that are regarded as unacceptable, untrustworthy, and should be excluded or avoided. I've got to be honest, right? We're done being represented, we're done being recognised, all right? Let's just leave it at that, right? Let's keep it, The other one, the words do not matter anymore, The one that gets me is people of colour. How did that one get through? I call myself black, which obviously you can see because of my diabetes. And and like I said this to someone at work, and they said, actually, me calling myself black is like a self-identifying preference. I hadn't realised that I preferred to be black my entire life, or been born this way. I mean, like, I actually chose to love fried chicken this much. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's absurd the amount I eat. It's like a disease, like alcoholism. I can't help it. I've lost loads of stuff because of this chicken addiction. Mostly because of the greasy oil, do you know what I mean? Just like your phones just slide right under the sofa. Coloured for me was like the Disney version of the N-word, Like growing up, that's what we thought, because you'd watch that movie and there'd be like this little kid who goes to the shop to buy him some food, and the guy's like, can I get myself a quarter of milk? And that's the little kid. And the guy's like, we ain't serving you because we don't like coloured boys. And the guy scampers home. He's like, I'm sorry, Mama. I wasn't able to get the milk. Cause, he's 5 years old, right? Give him a break. And He's like, I couldn't buy the milk, and the mum was like, that's okay, baby, because people are always going to judge you for your colour, and that's okay. All right, now go outside and play with your little friends. And that guy grew up to be the president. You know, always a happy ending. That colour was orange, so was Trump. So, but like the definition of people of colour is like people that aren't white. So like anything that categorises me with Lucy Liu has to be a mistake, surely. You know, she's like a 5'2" Asian woman that could fit in most people's pockets. You know, I'm 5'8", 17 and a half stone, struggling to fit in most smart cars. Come on, man. I can't even tie my shoelaces without a curb there. Ridiculous. Shocking. That's a fat person joke. Is there any, we've got a lot, I feel like we've got a bit of a diverse crowd here, but we've got a lot of English people. Can I ask a question? Is anyone actually proud to be English?
No.
Well, we're not proud of you either. No, I'm joking. That's harsh. No, that's it. No, but I think that's a shame, right? Because like often people like I think it's a shame because I consider myself to be English, right? I'm very proud of it, and I don't see why like because oftentimes even white people they get nervous because they think like we're going to think you're part of the English Defence League, which is not as cool as it sounds. I found out too late why they just rejected my application. Do you know what I mean? And, yeah, no, I just don't understand why people aren't proud because you know all our surrounding nations people are proud. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's because you know Scottish people they got the Highlands, and we got the Midlands. Oh, I understand. You know, Wales they've got Catherine Jenkins. We've got Talisa. I don't know, not very good, you know. Ireland they got Irish pubs. We got Irish pubs too, they got nothing to be proud of, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Literally. They do the worst potatoes in the entire world, do you know what I mean? Still, I am, I don't know. That's pretty racist, right? No. But people tell me like it's hard to be black in this country and that's probably why, you know, they don't like being English. But like, my dad was from Kenya, okay? That's in Africa, you know? And like in Africa, they've got the highest rate of child malnutrition, which would not sit well with me, you know? And I have no idea why my ancestors came here. Was it because for a better life? Or it's because some people wanted some cheap labour, you know, but thank Obama, you know, we're here, we're cool. And I just want to say, like, I've got a reason why we could be proud, right? Because we are a multicultural society, you know, and I'm not just a beneficiary of that, we all are, you know. Imagine ordering on Uber Eats just fish and chips, that's it, you know? No, imagine, right? You know, I want chicken and chips, kebab and chips. Man, I couldn't even order a chicken masala and chips, man. That's what we need here, multiculturalism, you know? I'm not saying that I'm a fan of slavery, all right? Let's be clear. Well, good. Obviously, good for me, obviously, like, that's what I'm saying. But I am a fan of boats. Or planes, or anywhere where I don't need an ejection to go to, do you know what I mean? But I'll leave it on one list, right, like this. So, like, for me, right, I'm really proud of it. If, you know, when I'm walking down the street and someone asks me, where are you from? I say proudly, I'm from England. And then when they say, where are you really from? I just say Wakanda. It's easier. Alright, thank you very much. I've been Chris Ali. You guys have been great.
Give it up for Chris Ali! Fantastic.
Oh, it's cold out there tonight. That was one of those nights which was a bit of a grind. Like, I don't know what it's like watching some of these, right? Where, you know, different shows have different vibes. And whether you can tell when there's absolutely no one there. Because there wasn't. There was barely anyone. But it was alright because it's one of those nights where the reason I book it, and I've been there before, is just because it's nice to go there with material that you want to try out. Obviously, I've tried this bit for about a week. Did a couple additional jokes. It's hard to know whether they work really or not. Ooh, dark. Yeah, there isn't really much to say, to be honest. I would say it's just one of those fucking days where if you gig a certain amount, you know, there are some people that do 1 or 2 gigs a week. You know, people that do fucking string of 10, 11 days straight. I tend to do somewhere between 2 and 4 a week. I did one yesterday at the Gong Show, which absolutely took it out of me. So yeah, you know, just a bit of a grind. Could have easily not have gone, but you sign up, you stay there, You won't be like, I was in the second half, but I don't think I'd be one of those arseholes that would have left halfway through your mugs. But had a good time, got home. Haven't got comedy for about 3 days now, which is like a fucking holiday. And yeah, on to the next one.